How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday. I hope you all are having a good day. Whew, sorry for the yawn there. Coming in, just remember to double tap that screen, guys. Show a little bit of love there. And I'm on today, killing some time, talking for a few minutes. So every double tap is appreciated. Thank you, Fancy, for the rose. Appreciate that. Hey, Jelly Bean. We're doing pretty good. It's been a really good week so far. Haven't had the opportunity to be on much. Thank you, Fancy, for the gifts and the heart me. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just haven't had the opportunity to be on too much this week. And hey, Georgia, got a few minutes to pop on now, so I figured, why not? Lord have mercy. Well, I'm yawning so much. Took some Tylenol PM last night, and it's made me feel like a zombie all day. Like I regret taking them so bad. Everybody prepared for what could be a horrible night of weather. Hey, Jumping Jacks. Georgia, I'm not sure why that happened. I apologize. Hey, God, there I go yawning again. Okay, Jumping Jacks. We'll need more context than that. But everybody double tap that screen, guys. Scroll up. Jumping Jacks, I seen where you said hi. I seen, that's all I see, is you saying hi and tour. Hey, Lynn, how are you doing? Awesome. Say, remember, everybody, just double tap that screen if you're popping in here. Maybe if you're just scrolling by, give it a couple of double taps. Drop a couple of hearts out there. Just really killing a little bit of time today. So I ain't had much time to be on this week. Been keeping busy, and had a little free time, and I was like, well, let me jump on and say hi to everybody, see how everybody's doing. Oh, wished I could stop yawning. I never start yawning until I get on live, and then I will yawn like crazy. I don't know why. I've always done that. Let me mute you guys for one moment. Okay, guys, I'm back. Hey, Mix. Hey, Jamie. I was moving. I'm seeing, of course, I'm sitting in the car right now. Somebody was smoking. I was catching their cigarette smoke pretty hard in the window, and so I just moved down a few spots away from the cigarette smoke. Jamie, we're doing pretty good. We've had a really good week. We've been pretty busy. Um, so it's been a decent week so far. I hear somebody. I just don't see them. Oh well. And I thought I'd spend a few moments with you guys today. Terry, how are you doing today? Just a general question out there for you guys that are on here listening and talking and stuff. Y'all ever just get a feeling about somebody, but you're like, you don't know to run with your gut about how you feel about that person? Like you get a feeling that person is not legit who or what they say they are, but then you're like, you don't really, want. Yeah, that's kind of like my gut's kind of torn because I'm kind of like I don't know whether to um, truly trust this person, but it's kind of like trying to give the benefit of a doubt to somebody, I guess. So that's what's kind of got me in the biggest spot is just like um I'm in a spot to where I don't know what to actually do in a situation about somebody. Hey, blessed. And I think, and see, this is what's getting me the most about the person is I've noticed they jump on here, will say something, and then another account will jump on here and say something, and then the other account will jump, and then that first account will jump back on and say something, and then the other account comes back. So it's kind of like I have and I've talked to both accounts in my DMs. Hey, Christina, doing pretty good. How about yourself? I've talked to both accounts in my DMs, and it's kind of like they say some of the same things. So I'm like, I'm starting to think these two different accounts are the same person. Um, but I'm just not for sure. I just can't. I don't know. I just can't put my finger on what's the issue. Most definitely, Boston. I've keeping my eyes wide open on it. Um, just because of that. Just because it's like I just get this weird feeling. So, and it's like never had both of them in the room at the exact same time. Not in the chat, I should say, not the room. Um, if one of them's in the chat and the other one, let's say they joined and they'll say something, then after they say it, the other person will come back into the chat and answer it. And then the other person comes back into the chat. So it's like almost like they're having to switch accounts to answer the question because they're having to join the chat every time. It's definitely some weird stuff. Like my gut strongly tells me to not to trust the person. Hey, Mona Lisa, how are you doing? Hey, hippie, how are you doing? What's going on with you, Mona Lisa, if you don't mind me asking? If you don't want to tell, that's fine. I definitely understand that not so good feeling. Hey, Daniel. No, I'm fine. Oh, no. That is horrible. What did they do after that? I mean, I don't know what the process of a silent stroke is. Hey, Roadkill. Things going pretty good, I guess. Okay. We're all definitely going to be praying for you, though. We're definitely going to be praying for you. Strokes ain't something to play around with. So definitely take care of yourself. Do what the doctors tell you to do in this situation. Don't be a hardhead like I am sometimes. And we will all be keeping you in our thoughts and prayers. Thank you, Tim, for letting me know that. Definitely roadkill. We have been. How did that go? Let me tell you guys, I am flying solo in here today. My mods are out dealing with their lives and stuff. I kind of just popped up and decided I had some time. And Christina, we've been doing pretty good this week. It's been a very busy week. A lot of good things happening this week, though. All right, Froggy. Congratulations, man. Hope everything goes good for you. Man. Well, at least it went good. You know, at least it went good, roadkill. Well, I'm sure you'll do a good job with it, Froggy. You have a good one too. I have no plans on how long I'm gonna stay on today. We're just, like I said, I'm just on here killing a little bit of time. Hadn't been able to get on much this week, so I'll jump on and say hi. I'm leaving it this way because there is too many people who are trying to figure out where me and Angela move to. It shouldn't matter where we move to, but it's a daily thing of certain people trying to figure out where we're at. So, for the safety reasons of that, I'm leaving it on a black screen like this and just talking. Um, I know it kind of sucks, but it's just it's what we got to do for the time being. Um, if you've been around Roadkill, you've been around, you know what they did to the last hotel. Started calling and sending letters again. So the last thing I need them to know is where we're at again. And so for the ones who do that, that's why I'm like this. And I'm sure there's some sitting in here right now that are a part of that little group that is trying to figure out where I'm at. So, but it's a little weird. It's a little weird. I know it is, but it's just until I don't know when it goes back. To be honest with you guys, I don't know when. I would I would love to say that in 6 weeks, hey, 6 weeks we're on our feet doing pretty good, and I'm just on here talking, and I don't have to worry about these people. But I think it's to the point to where um, I will always have someone on this app trying to cause trouble. Even if I start doing everything right, you know, making money, working, paying for my own place, paying for everything I need, and awareness stops covering me because I'm doing that, and because that's what they say they want me to do. That's my goal, to do that. So, but there's such a big reach with those groups that I don't think some people would leave it alone. I think when it gets to the point to where awareness goes, all right, he's doing everything he's supposed to be doing. He's not asking for money. He's paid these two people back. He's working. He's just on the app here and there talking, having fun and stuff. And they go, okay, so we're going to leave him alone. I still think there's people that won't. Um, you know, and I hope I get proven 100% wrong on that, but I don't think I will. I don't think I will. I think we will always have to be cautious on this app for the rest of the time that we're on this app. Yeah. But my big thing is, like, why does it matter to these people where I'm at? Like, for the ones who are trying to figure out where I'm at, and I will say this, and for me to say this, y'all know it's legit. To my knowledge, um, none of the people who run the awareness pages are the ones who are behind Find Them. It's people who watch the awareness groups and hear certain things and interpret those certain things as we've got to do whatever we need to do to stop these people. So, I don't think, I do think one awareness person is on the hook more than the rest of them, simply because, listen, simply because she runs an outside source page and allows them to go on there and talk about where we're at and trying to find us. But she'll say no doxing. Right? And I guess they think doxing. I guess doxing is only when you give the exact address. Hey Holly and Ben. But it's not. When you're sitting there and you're weeding things out and you're sitting there, um, they're not in this town, so they got to be in this town. I've looked up hotels, and these are the prices of hotels in this town. It's matching what he's asking for help. It's like, seriously, why does it matter where we're at? Tennessee whiskey? And why is that? Because I'm just on here talking. I haven't even said one word about needing help for anything. Thank you, Wild Child. Holly and Ben, how have y'all been doing? I mean, you want the soapbox to stand on and talk, Tennessee whiskey. Here's your chance. Our weather is been really nice last few days, and then today we've got chances of some pretty crappy stuff coming through. So we are going to be praying that everybody stays safe. The bad weather is just doesn't doesn't get too bad. We're all in that time of year, I guess. Okay, no response means a block and a mute. So the last few days the weather's been nice here. Oh, nice. Hasn't hit the 80s yet here, but it's been some nice weather. I'm not a big fan of hot weather. So the longer it stays away from the 80s, the better it is for me. But everybody double tap that screen if you're sitting in here, guys. Throw a few likes this way. Doing pretty good, Cat. Doing pretty good. Just sitting here talking today. Had a little bit of time to kill. We got the double tapping fired back up. Let's see if we can run it up to 10K. Y'all think we can run it up to 10K? If everybody in here was tapping, it could run up pretty quick. I know we ain't gonna get everybody to tap because, some people are just in here watching. Some people are just listening. That's fine too. The main goal on here is to try to get back to where we can do battles. That's the TikTok goal. Just try to get back to where we can do battles. Have our face showing. I'm pretty sure we can't do battles when the screen's like this. I wouldn't think we could. Thank you, everybody who was double tapping just then. That was a quick little run up. Double the hearts up there, double the likes in about 5 minutes, guys. It's not even 5 minutes. It's a couple minutes. Alicia's mom, it's getting better. It is getting better. It's been a pretty good week. Things are starting to move forward. So, we are most definitely in the right direction with things. So, yeah, Trisha, you're right. It would. And like I said, things are moving in the right direction. We have the room paid for up until Friday morning. So we're good on it till then, and hoping tomorrow goes the way I'm expecting it to. And if that goes good, we'll be good on the room for a little bit longer. If it's not, I don't know. We'll figure it out. So, but we're going to we're just going to keep moving forward, guys. That's all we can do, right? I appreciate that, but I do keep my resume up to date. But I do appreciate the offer. That's one of the good things about. So I went to Votech for drafting class in New Bern, and that was one of the first things that we had to learn in that class was how to put a resume together and keep it updated and refreshed. And so that's one thing that I was grateful in that class to learn. I was grateful to learn everything, but most definitely, the resume writing course of it was that needs to be taught in more stuff. Okay, Trisha. Glad you got through those times. Kat, I think you're the only one still double tapping. And we appreciate all the double taps, all the gifts that was sent. Stay on her for a little bit longer. But anyway, so it's not a weekly room after all. Well, the one we're at this second, we can pay by the day. The one we was at was only for the week. So we had to move around a little bit this week, but we're fine. Everything's been working out. So what you guys want to talk about? I'm pretty well an open book today. Trying to be anyway. Thank you, Jumpin' Jacks, for the likes. Carolyn for the likes. But You too, Jamie. I don't know. I ain't got much longer. I'm gonna be on here myself. Good gray foot of snow. We stand the chance of tornadoes tonight. This weather is just insane. It is that time of year though for the area that we're in. Yeah, I'd much rather have the snow. Um, Unfortunately, it's just, and it's hopefully they don't get too bad. But we all kind of know that anytime it's in the 70s and the next temperature is going to be in the 30s by nightfall, there's a potential of some bad stuff coming through. So that's kind of what we're facing here, like 70 something degrees, and all of a sudden by nighttime, overnight low is going to be 30 something. Hopefully all the bad stuff passes everybody by. But it does have a tendency not to. Which, it sucks, but nothing we can do against nature like that to, we're not going to prevent snow. We're not going to prevent tornadoes. But all then we can do is prepare for it all and pray for the best, right? Thank you for the rose jelly bean. Guys, it's crazy to say this. I appreciate all gifts. I really do. But with the way TikTok is restructured, man, I feel like somebody's gifting, they're just wasting their money at this point. I don't know what a rose costs these days. It used to be a two like a 2 cent gift. But we have had about 10 to 12 different gifts sent to us. Even if they're all a penny gift, that should be okay, 10 to 12 cents. Then you used to get half of that, so you should be like a nickel. Out of everything that's been sent to us today, we've got 1 cent. So I feel like TikTok has really cut they've cut the percentage they pay out. I remember getting a Galaxy back in the day, and a Galaxy was like $10. Then it cut to like 7. Then it was like 5. I don't know what a Galaxy is now, but it's just like I almost feel bad. It's like when someone sends a gift now, because it's just like you're just wasting your money, because TikTok is getting the likes. The more likes a live has, the more it's pushed out onto the FYP page. That's how I've always understood that, unless that's changed also. The more likes and the more people who's watching, it'll be suggested to more people. So you don't get actual money from it, but it's almost with the gifts now. If you don't have people in here who are constantly sending bigger gifts, it's just basically throwing your money away. And it's crazy. We do appreciate them, but like I said, we've had at least 10 to 12 gifts sent to us today, and that's only racked up to a penny. And it's insane that TikTok is taking that much of the money that, I know if I say, okay, it used to be 6 cents, and you're like, man, it's only a nickel. But if they're taking a nickel from a million people, a nickel adds up. I don't know how much a nickel times a million comes out to, but it's like TikTok's been kicking people off the creator pages. I got a couple of buddies and TikTok's where they make their money. They get on here and they battle. They do lives, and they get gifts and stuff. Of course, during the battles, they're getting gifts, and they've made good living off battles and stuff for the last couple of years. And now what's up with TikTok? Um, they're not making anything. So my one buddy who's on here, and I know him in real life, so me and him sat down and talked about it, and he's like, man, I used to get on from 4 in the evening to about 8 at night, and he was like, man, I'd make anywhere between $500 to $1,000 battling. There was a time where we made decent money battling too, but not that much. And he told me that the last time I seen him, he was just like, man, I don't have any time to do anything. He said, because he's done structured his whole life around Facebook being how he makes his money. And basically he gets up about 7 o'clock in the morning and gets on battles. And he's going all day long, going to 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. And he's only making half the money he used to make in a 5-hour time frame. So TikTok has definitely restructured their payouts and their gifts. They've restructured all that to where they're collecting more money. I'd still like to do. I just like battles. I like getting on here for 5 minutes. You're battling out with somebody. You're cutting up. You're having fun. People are double tapping the screen. You're just trying to win one. This about 10 more minutes I can rock on here, guys. What y'all want to talk about for the next 10 minutes? Rescue Dog, somebody else joined a while ago, and I seen the picture, and I thought, well, maybe Rescue Dog just changed their name. Do you have another account that's got the same picture? It's like, I'm going to Nook or something like that. I'm only asking because if you don't, that's cool if you got a couple of different ones. I don't, it doesn't matter to me. But if you don't have one, then somebody's definitely got the same picture on there. I just not catching people when they're popping in, and are they popping out before I can ask them a question? Okay, so we're going to stay on 10 more minutes. I think we can get up to 10,000 likes in 9 minutes. Y'all think we can hit 4,900 likes in 9 minutes? That's a lot of likes. I don't guess he popped in and stayed long enough. I guess he was just popping in and out. I was just worried about if you had a different account. If you didn't, somebody has his profile picture on their account. Thank you, Jumping Jacks, for the double taps. Everybody hit them double taps, guys. We're trying to run it up to 10,000 likes. We're trying to see if we can get to 10K in 9 minutes. Thank you, Carolyn, for double tapping. Jumping Jacks was double tapping. Everybody did a double tap. Eight minutes with 3,000 double taps, 3,000 likes left to go, guys. See if we can run it up. I got faith in you guys. Who am I? I am Tim. I don't really know how to answer that question because I'm not really famous or anything. I'm just a guy. Gets on here and talks. Feel free to ask any questions to get to know me. I don't know how to really answer the "Who are you?" question. That's just who I am, I guess. I'm just a guy. 7 minutes for 2,000 likes left. You are crushing it. We're doing pretty good. How about yourself, Chatty? You, Jeremiah, for the likes. Y'all get them in there. Get them in there. 1,400 more to go. 1,300 more to go. $1,100. Boy, y'all getting it. 6 minutes left to go with 900 double taps left to go. I understand that, but hey, it beats not lifing, right? Beats the alternative. I definitely understand that statement, though. Always beats the alternative. I'd rather be here than in the ground somewhere. Man, y'all hit that in 4 minutes. Y'all ran it up to 10K. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Chatty, I mean, listen, it's none of my business why you feel that way, but I okay, I can get that. Um, you know, that's the times where you got to remember the good times, though. You know, you got to pray on it, remember the good times, and just pray for the strength to get through it. You know, I've never went through that pain, but we've all lost someone, and has felt pain from that, and it's seems like I do. That's been a while back, though, hasn't it? Hey, Penelope, how are you doing? Hmm. Well, we all sure hate hearing that. We'll definitely be praying for you and your family. Um, if you don't, uh, right now we was just on talking. We was trying to run the likes up to 10,000, and the chat crushed those 10,000. Penelope, we're doing pretty good. Okay, who is your friend? Penelope, how are you doing? Oh, well, maybe Dave will speak up and say hello, since his friends in here that introduced us to him. Hey, David. Well, it's nice to meet you, David. It is raining. It is raining. I'm just sitting out in the car. It's definitely raining because I don't do the other part of that. Um, the no camera is basically for our safety right now. We got too many people trying to figure out where me and my wife are living at and where we're staying and stuff, and so um, for our safety and privacy right now, the best thing we can do is just have our picture up there. We do need to update our picture though. It's been the same picture for a while. So thank you, Chatty. Yeah, I agree with you, Penelope. I agree with you 100%. So people are crazy. I mean, they just I just there's no other way to to say it's, some people are nuts. And I don't blame you one bit about that. I do not blame you one bit for not having a profile pickup and your name is different. That's definitely something that if anybody ever asked me for advice on TikTok, it would definitely be, don't put your real name on here. Do not put your real name on here, because there are some wackos out there. And heaven forbid you ever have to come on here and ask for help. And because as soon as you do, you're labeled the worst of the app. Yeah, I remember those dolls from back in the day. But time. Yeah, they was the big dolls back in the day, wasn't they? I don't remember that one, Penelope. I never watched much of the Twilight Zone, though. It wasn't really my thing that I enjoyed, so I just didn't. I didn't watch much of it. I'm not a horror movie person or stuff like that either, so it's just like I try to stay away from it. That rain's starting to come down. Get off here in a second and check the weather. I don't know about y'all, but I always use YouTube, a guy called Ryan Hall, for my weather updates. I believe he hits the weather better than anybody else I see on TV. Yep, Ryan Hall, y'all. I think he's better than any, what are they called? That does the weather. Oh man, what are they called? What's like the technical name for the weatherman? Meteorologist. There we go. Like, I think Ryan Hall is a better meteorologist than a lot of them that's on TV. So, man, I couldn't think of the meteorologist to save my life just then. You guys down the